Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New York Giants. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Over brings it in, over the middle. And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Watson hands this to Foreman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Richmond, come back, come back. Hey.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Here's Watson now on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Lawlett on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, third most in the NFL, and now they come up first and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are in for 6. And now it's blocked. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They begin with a run by Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Lauletta now on second. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Faking the give. Now Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They find some open field here. And he's brought down.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. And we just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little gain into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Lalletta now to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go.
A handoff to Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Watson, off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans add on. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on third down, Laletta. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. taken at about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta after the interception. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 23 yards on the play. Lauletta looking for a 1st down throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Lauletta. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 37-yard attempt. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And now running right through it. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lawletta. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Running left, it's Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Lucky 56.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Lawletta. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good game. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Lauletta off the bootleg. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All right, here we go.
Lauletta on first down. Bryant has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
A handoff, Barkley running left. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Leopard!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Going deep here for Bryant. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And some room to run now. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run again here with Gallman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Detroit! Detroit!
Gallman will run it. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. First thrown out for the backup Manning. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Chips over here. Let's overload.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Down! Black 22!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put